Hey everybody, I'm getting ready to start driving, heading into work, but I wanted to do a quick video. I know I don't really post videos too much anymore, and I think I just kind of got tired of just rambling on about certain issues and things like that. But I have to finally get something off my chest. You know, I find this whole, okay, are these people gonna move out the road or what? This whole presidency thing has demeaned our country. It's brought a lot of things to the forefront. Don't get me wrong. It shed a lot of light on people and what they actually believe and what they actually feel. And, you know, people will show you one face out in public and things like that. And I'm going to get a little personal here. You know, that's one reason why I'm not a people person. I think everybody that knows me knows that. I love people, don't get me wrong. But, you know, some of y'all are outside the box. You know, that's another reason why I thank God I'm by myself now, because it has given me the opportunity to, you know, be free. And when I say that, I say that wholeheartedly, because at the end of the day, when you're trying to conform to someone else's way of thinking and feeling and this, that, and the other, you become depressed and broken on the inside. And that's not a good feeling. That's not a good feeling. Now, I say that to say this. And y'all gonna find this very interesting. Because I don't usually go off the deep end, but not like I'm getting ready to now. I'm sick of y'all fucking Trump supporters. I am sick and tired of some of you black men who have served in the military. And I am sick and tired of you men, and I'm talking to not all men, but I'm speaking to my ex-husband, well, both of them, and their families as well. Our black people have demeaned each other long enough, and I am tired of it. Just because you've heard some things, and these are things that I'm not going to get over, because I'm going to show you who I really am better than I can tell you. Since you want to sit up and listen at all these lies and crap like that my own mom likes to spread. Well, let me give you some of her truths, okay? Some of her truths are this. She want to sit up here and support Donald Trump. Now, let me tell y'all something y'all may not know. Before the 2016 election, Donald Trump was facing rape charges. Now, all of a sudden, we're going to say Jane Doe. Right before the election, Jane Doe was paid off. This was in 1994 when it happened. He tied her to a bed. Okay? He tied her to a bed and sexually assaulted her. Who else was there? Oh, Epstein, or however the hell you pronounce his name. Now, the Bible says obey the laws of the land. Right? Well, let me tell you something. Y'all support someone who sits up and does some of the same things that you've done. My own mom, now all of a sudden, she's for everyone that wants to put an abortion ban in place. But when I was 11 years old, raped and pregnant by her husband, who happened to be an immigrant, who married her for a green card, she was all for me getting an abortion because she didn't want the stigma on her. Didn't care about me as a person, didn't care about how I would feel about it mentally, emotionally, how I would go through life thinking about this. Now, does it affect me? It affects me to this day, because I was only a child. Okay? And here it is, some 40-something-year-old man takes my innocence, and I get to be victimized all over again because someone else didn't want a stigma on them. Now, when I start speaking out about it, she wants to go and lie and all this dilly-dally bullshit. Okay, so this is the mentality of Trump supporters. We can't support a black person who was president. It wasn't because he was a Democrat. It's because of all the bullshit you've heard. I don't care who's in office. Democrat, Republican, Independent. Let's support some type of values. For one, let us stop trying to have dominion over other people and their decisions. We want to force religious freedoms, but we don't want to we don't want to talk about and enforce personal freedoms. I'm so sick and tired of people in general because y'all make me sick. You sit up here, oh, Melania Trump is the best first lady ever. She speaks 5 languages. She promoted sex. She sexualized her body for profit. And that is something that is demeaning to women. You can't support Michelle Obama because she was educated. Y'all won't sit up and support someone who's educated. Hell, it doesn't even have to be Michelle Obama. Let's talk about Laura Bush. Let's talk about Barbara Bush. Let's talk about Hillary Clinton. Any woman with an education is a threat. Any woman with an education is a threat. And that's the one thing in this country. If you notice, women didn't get the right to vote until 1920. They didn't think women had a voice. So because I'm a woman and I'm a woman of color and I have a voice, oh, I'm just the baddest thing around. So y'all have to make up lies and all this bullshit. And it's like, you know what? Get over yourselves. But if you can sit up and gossip, then why don't you sit up and take the time to educate yourself on some things? You have your children running around out here right now, a lot of them running from woman to woman, man to man, whatever, and just so damn disrespectful. And that's one thing I'm going to put out there. Because the last 2 I had, fucking disrespectful as all hell. I'm nobody's bitch. And then the one idiot, Mr. Bonner, who happened to be a part of the military, you sit up here, you want to go out there overseas and fight for your country. What about what's going on right here in this country? Why is it we have children being kidnapped and murdered? You ain't fighting for nothing. You fought for a paycheck. And that's to any damn person out there. I'm going to call all of y'all out. Y'all fought for a paycheck. Y'all didn't fight for your country because what's going on in your country is all around. And we're losing our black children. That's what's upsetting me. I turn on my social media page day in and day out, and we have innocent lives being lost, being taken, not even lost, but being taken. And this Popeye's BS, this don't make no damn sense. Start cooking at home. Oh, I'm sick of that. And Mr. Jeffrey, who thought my name was bitch. Now, there's mental illness out there, yes. However, if you're going through something personally within yourselves, you need to take a reflection, take a look in the mirror and see the reflection. Stop always trying to blame somebody else. You don't like what I do, that's fine. Y'all don't have to like what I do. But one thing at the end of the day, you will respect me as an individual, and you will respect me as a woman and as a person. That's why I'm by myself. Because that's the one thing I don't think any one of you guys seem to realize. People in general, y'all don't realize respect. Y'all know, y'all want to throw that word out there so much, but y'all don't want to respect people because of their religious beliefs. You don't want to respect people because of their sexual orientation, but you want to be respected. How do you sound? Oh, respect me because I'm this, that, and the other. But here it is. I have a son who's gay. I respect him no matter what. I mean, there's things that he never understood as why I was hard as I am. And this was the reason why right here. Because now I'm sick and tired of y'all talking about the trans community. Oh, back in my day, we didn't have all this cross-dressing and stuff like this on TV. They didn't talk about gays on TV. I call bullshit. Because if you remember the television series MASH, you had one guy who always wore the earrings, the hats, and the dresses. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Oh, or y'all don't want to talk about the movie, what was it? Tootsie, I think it was. Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all just want to make it seem like, oh, it's just this generation. No, it wasn't. This has been going on from day one. Then y'all want to bring up Sodom and Gomorrah. And then you want to bring up this and that and the other. But y'all won't sit down and actually educate and talk about the Stonewall riot. Y'all don't want to talk about none of this stuff. This stuff happened before this generation was even born. Sit up here going just blatantly lie all the damn time. And then y'all don't have nobody to call you out on your lies. And then when you do, you start calling them, oh, they crazy, they this, that, and the other. Well, let me tell you something, sweethearts. There's nothing crazy about me. Ain't nothing crazy about me. Y'all just don't like it because I'm going to tell you how it really is. And every time I speak my mind, and I don't, if you come at me on social media any type of left-sided ways, don't do it to yourself. I'm not fixing to sit up here and go backwards and forward with nobody, because I took a stand years ago, and I keep giving people second chances and this, that, and the other. And then what do? You sit up here and you continuously, blatantly lie. I had one 60-year-old idiot pissed me off the other night. You want to talk about if somebody want to stay in the house, don't want to go out, they cowards. No, there's such things as people that are introverts. Then you tell them about some landlines and people don't communicate anymore because they do a lot of texting. For one, I'm one person, and most people know me. I don't like to really talk on the phone much. There's a few people I do talk to. Even my best friend, she knows I'm not really a phone person. That's why she texts me. And there's a lot of times when, hey, I'm busy. If it's important, what I hate the most is people will literally text you and say, call me. If you had enough time to sit there and text me to call you, you had enough time to sit there and we can have a conversation through text. But for some of y'all need to read with an understanding too, because y'all sit up here and y'all read stuff, and then y'all sit up here and make up so many outlandish lies. That's why I like to screenshot stuff, because you'll sit up here and say, I said this. Now I'm going to screenshot the whole daggone message, because I know damn well I didn't say what so-and-so said I said. My sister, I talk to her just about every day, sometimes every few days. And no, we don't talk over the phone. We text. Hey, how are you today? Doing good. How are you? I'm okay. I don't feel comfortable with certain things. So because I don't feel comfortable with certain things, I'm a coward. Nah, fuck you and go fuck yourself. sit up here and you want somebody to support you, but they have to measure up to your standards. And for one, you trashy as hell and you're not even a standardized product. But you want to sit up here and try to rate people and have them measure up to your standards. And I ain't with that. I'm not with that at all. I'm not with that mess at all. Yeah, and the Christians, the main ones, want to sit up here and talk about everything of God. But you sit up here and then you celebrate the pagans' holidays. Ooh, am I stepping on some toes? And then not only that, you sit up here and you quote out of a slave Bible. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I ain't slave to no master but God. And all this stuff y'all talking about, God is saying that's not it. A lot of this mess is your own personal feelings, and you trying to interject your own personal feelings on someone else. And then when you can't get to people like me, you want to make up stuff. And there are other people out there who, because of their mental state, they won't say anything because they feel ashamed. There's nothing to feel ashamed about. You gay, bisexual, whatever, you don't have nothing to feel ashamed about. You are who you are. Sit up here and want to just get other people in the same mindset as you with that brainwashing bull crap. And then all of y'all sit up there and want to get on the phone and start gossiping about everybody. That was my biggest issue with the church, is after church on Sundays and the words went forward, or some of y'all brought the word forward, y'all want to sit up there and then next thing you know, you back there gossiping about, oh, did you see what such so-and-so had on today? Or, so, you know, I noticed such brother so-and-so didn't come to church today, you know. Come on now. I'm like, nah, that ain't right. That ain't right at all. So if you want to come for me, you can come for me. But I'm going to tell you right now, at the end of the day, I'm going to take a stand. And what I believe is this. Everybody, regardless of the color of their skin, regardless of their sexual preference, everybody is entitled to personal freedom. I'm saying, fuck that religious freedom stuff, because y'all using that too much. And now y'all out here, you know, seeing all this stuff going on, and because it doesn't affect you, you turning a blind eye to it and deaf ears. I can't, because I look at it like this. It may not hit home for me yet, but it might one day. It could be well, my children. It could still be my children. It could be my grandchildren. It could be my great-grandchildren. It could be any generation to come. And I want them to have freedom at life. I want them to be free from discrimination. I want them to be free to be educated. And do what's best for them, not what you think is best for you. Hell, what was best for you in 1950 is not what's best for people of 2019, going into 2020. Sit up here and make all these daggone comments out the left side of y'all face and just demean people all the time because they don't think like you think. They don't feel the way you feel. So you think everybody going to hell except you. Everybody that don't believe what you believe going to hell except you. So that's what God created. everyone in his image. And he gave them all individual personalities. Y'all want to sit up here and throw all that stuff out there, but y'all don't want to even take time to actually read and get an understanding. Hey, I'm done with that rant for now. But like I said, if you got something, if I named you and you got a problem with that, come for me. I want you to. Because unless you out here in these streets trying to protect our children and save our future, especially the ones that look like us, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Everybody up here, you want to sit up here and hide behind your mama's skirt tails, hide behind your daddy's stomachs, and hide behind the Bible. Now just expose the real fakes that you are. I can't. I can't. I'm going to tell you, let me tell you something, young sisters. Young sisters, it is okay for you not to show your body. It is okay for you to show your body. What is not okay is for anyone to violate your body. It is okay for you to get an education. All that stuff is okay. Don't let anybody tell you it's not. Be your own individual person. And everyone that's watched this video to the end, comment your favorite animal. Just want to see who's paying attention. Peace and blessing. I'm out.